What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Black Ronin back on that again with a new video. And now you already know I got my little guest here, Black Widow. Say hey, Black Widow. Black Widow says hey y'all, and boy, she is growing up in here. Look at her. But guys, got another, well, not so banger of a video like I usually do. Y'all know like this is a little something different because I usually do a lot of workout videos, you know, self-improvement type of videos. But I gotta talk about my old stomping grounds, you know, where I was born and raised at, and that's Tampa, Florida. And reasons why I would never ever move back there in my life. I'll go back and visit for family, you know, have fun and stuff, but I'll never live that again after, you know, leaving and going out here to Texas. Being out here in this little small area of Texas for the last few years. I love it out here, but, and also guys, a quick disclaimer, I'm not out here trying to bash Tampa. I'm not out here trying to, you know, persuade you or, you know, tell you not to go. I'm not trying to ruin the name or nothing like that. But, you know, I just gotta give my experience and my take, you know, for living there most of my life. So, and then on top of that, you know, like there's a lot of great people from Tampa and, you know, who really played a part in getting me to where I'm at today. And also on top of that, you know, because I'm in entertainment, you know, I do acting and stuff. Like, I started in Tampa. So Tampa always gonna hold a special place in my heart. And on top of that, you know, like it's some great people that really put me on, you know. So, you know, yeah, with that said, you know, this ain't no hate video or nothing, but I just want to put you guys on for anybody who may want to move there in the future or, you know, considering Tampa, because experience for me wasn't all that. But let me get on into it. So when it comes down to Tampa, Florida, y'all, first thing I got to get into is the people. Now, there's good and bad people everywhere you go, but I ain't going to lie, y'all. After stepping outside of Tampa, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, other parts of Florida is pretty decent. Like I'll probably say the coolest people I'll be meeting in Florida is mostly, like, northern Florida. Miami was cool, even though I didn't spend too much time down there. But, yeah, the people was pretty chill. But in Tampa, nah. Alright, the most toxic and just horrible, like, degenerate people I like ever meet, and also most fakest people I ever meet, was definitely in Tampa, Florida, y'all. I'm not, I wish I was kidding, but yeah, it ain't fun. Like, it just like, if it ain't somebody trying to try you for no reason, like, you'll just be doing your everyday stuff, whether it be grocery shopping or just walking, you know, doing your own thing. Like, it'd be people just try to try you for no reason. And, you know, and the way I was raised, you know, hey, as long as you don't put your hands on me, you know, yeah, like, we good, you know. So, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm always stand up for myself, hands down. But, you know, naturally, I'm a chill and nonchalant person. But a lot of people get that twisted and thinking I'm soft. But that's not the case. It just, like, if, basically, I'm one of those people, like I said earlier, you know, as long as you ain't putting your hands on me, like, hey, you know, I'm gonna mind my own business. But if you come out there, run that mouth and try to cross me the wrong way, hey, you know, like, first of all, I'm just gonna disassociate, you know, from that whole situation anyway. I ain't even gonna talk to these people, you know, like, cause like, it'll be people I meet like that, you know, could try to talk me all crazy. I'm like, okay, all right, I ain't finna deal with this person, you know. So that's just how I move. Yeah, like, can't talk to that. That's just how I be moving. But yeah, guys, so like, it's crazy, you know, how people just be running their mouth and don't back it up, you know. So, and yeah, so be very, very aware of that. And then on top of that, a lot of people in Tampa, like, they'll run their mouth so much, but then when you try to throw hands, they want to try to get the law involved. They want to try to, especially in high school, they want to try to get the teacher and be like, oh, he trying to fight me, he trying to do this. I'm like, well, you the one running your mouth, so like, which one it is? You can't be running away forever. So yeah, like, people weird like that in Tampa, you know, like they'll be running their mouth, but they ain't ready to throw hands. So that's my issue with that, living up in Tampa for so long. So, and then just the fakeness of people, man, like, it's just ridiculous. Like you'll grow up with some people and they'll be cool, but then they'll just flip the switch and they'll just be like the most ignorant, degenerate person you ever meet. I'm like, dang, that person was so cool about a year or two ago and we was really kicking it, and then they just flip the switch. Like, only in Tampa, y'all, I'll tell y'all. But I will say with Tampa, you know, one thing that's weird, like, it's not a lot of, like, I don't meet too many native Tampa people, or just like people native in Florida in general, you know. I meet a lot of people from up north, so like New Jersey, New York and all that stuff. which I'm not knocking, you know, like I definitely got some cool friends, you know, from those places, but a lot of them really, man, they attitude is just through the roof, man. Like you really gotta check them at times, but so just be aware of that, y'all. You know, the phoniest and like just fakeness of people back home in Tampa is real, y'all. So that's the first thing. Reason why I would never personally go back. You know, like people, like when I left just Florida in general, like I never experienced like just the type of hospitality like from other people until I went to like different states. Like when I was passing through Alabama, you know, a little bit of Mississippi. Yeah, I passed through there too, but mainly Alabama really surprised me. You know how cool it was out there, and then on top of that, you know, going to, you know, just going through Texas, you know, it just hit different, you know, at least for me, from my experience. But so that's the first thing. People terrible. But moving on to the next thing, Tampa is just way too expensive and just overpriced, you know, nowadays, and just too overcrowded for a small little city. Like, nah, I mean, yeah, it's got a lot of opportunity, but it's just, man, it's too expensive, man. I ain't about to blow all that money just to live barely, you know, barely scraping by. You know, I'm good. You know, like I live across the water and everything. Like I've been to the beach, I don't know how many times. You know, I did all the fun things a Florida, or like a Florida man could literally do. Like I did it all. I even went to the Everglades, went python hunting. I did all that stuff. So almost anything you can think of about a Florida man doing, I pretty much did. So yeah, and honestly, and then plus another thing, you know, you see the reptiles and stuff. See a python right here. You don't see too many people out here with a pet python, so you know I'm a true Floridian. So yeah, guys. So that's the first thing. You know, like it's just way too expensive over there. I can't get with the prices. I'm not about to blow a lot of money for just, you know, just for what? A little bit of water here, a little bit of some attractions that I barely gonna have time to go to anyway. So yeah, I'm good on that. So yeah, too expensive. And then moving on to another thing I don't like is the weather, y'all. I hate the weather in Florida, like in general. Like it just rains too much. Like I hate the rain. Like I mean, I don't mind a little bit of rain, but it just rains so much throughout the year. Then you got hurricane season, and it sucks too because like the only time it feels good in Florida is when like it's hurricane season, tropical storm is coming, something bad pretty much gonna happen. That's usually when the weather feels pretty good for a brief moment before you get hit with all the hail coming right behind it. So yeah, in terms of weather, yeah, it ain't fun, but it's probably like a couple months. If we lucky, we'll get a nice breeze in October, but all that humidity, it just, like, y'all, it ain't fun. I'm good on all that. I'll take the dry heat out here any day. Even if it do hit triple digits, it's still better compared to back home in Florida. So yeah, I'm good. And then barely no rain, I love it. Yeah. And then the bugs too, that's another thing. As wildlife, you know, I love my reptiles and stuff, but when it comes down to wildlife, I can't get with the spiders and all these other bugs and stuff. You got roaches out here this big flying across the air, and when they land on you, you know, they slap you on the neck like that. And I ain't never seen nothing like that, y'all. I mean, I'll tell y'all, only in Florida, you know. Never seen nothing like that out here in this little area of Texas I'm in, you know, that's for sure. But you know, so, and it's crazy too, when I tell people the stories about my Florida adventures and just my Florida life at the time, I always shock them. Now, don't get me wrong, I got some good stories about Florida, but man, Florida man go through hell, y'all. Like, I mean, Florida man go through so much. Like, there's a difference, like literally, y'all, there's a difference between being strong and being Florida strong. You Florida strong, you is a very special person, y'all. I promise you, you really is, because you go anywhere else in the U.S., you can thug it out in the worst conditions possible like it ain't nothing, y'all. I promise you. You know, you take a true Tampa native and you put him out here in parts of Texas, he gonna thrive like a king out here, I promise y'all. But yeah, guys, that's really all I gotta say in terms of why I would never personally move back to Tampa, Florida. You know, the people, horrible, fake, not all of them, but yeah, too many of them. And they're too congested, too expensive. And I hate the weather, and I don't like the wildlife, too many bugs and stuff. But that's all I gotta say, y'all. It's your boy Black Ronin. Like and subscribe, share. I'll be catching y'all next video. Have a good one. Black Widow says bye. We'll be catching y'all next video there, y'all.